show. Despite initial concerns, the DNC was a week of reconciliation where former enemies made peace with one another. Barack Obama hugged it out with his 2008 rival, while Howard Dean, seen here apparently in the Star Trek holodeck, embraced his most lethal foe, his own enthusiasm.
This race is going to be won on the ground. And it's going to be won in Colorado, and in Iowa, and North Carolina, and Michigan, and Florida, and Pennsylvania, and then we're going to the White House.
Oh, Screamin' Dean, you were just ahead of your time. Most impressive of all was Bernie Sanders, who showed true character and grace, teaming up with his former opponent to fight the possible extinction of life on the planet. Thanks to Bernie's leadership, the party rift was healed.
I want to thank Bernie Sanders.
I will vote for Hillary with gusto.
We all should feel the burn.
My forever friend, Bernie Sanders.
There was a significant coming together.
Ew, knock it off, Democrats. We don't want to hear about what happened on the backstage on the pile of coats. Ugh. But the progressive heavy petting session was occasionally interrupted by a handful of Bernie or bust diehards who, upset at the undemocratic fact that the other candidate got over 3 million more votes than theirs, responded by constructively screaming abuse at anyone traitorous enough not to be screaming abuse.
And tonight, this night, we're going to nominate a woman. That would be the end. I may cry again tonight. I said it a few years ago.
Guys, if you're gonna protest your perceived disenfranchisement, maybe don't do it by heckling the guy who wrote the book on protesting actual disenfranchisement. John Lewis has spent more than 50 years fighting a civil rights battle that's not yet over. Want to see how bitter he is?
I'm so happy. I'm happy. It's my song.
If John Lewis can overcome being beaten by cops for securing black Southerners the right to vote, you can overcome the fact that a lot of them voted for Hillary. You think incremental progress is bullshit? Look at the entire Wyoming delegation proudly wearing Black Lives Matter t-shirts. Wyoming! Cheney country is getting woke! So, what do these Bernie or bust motherfuckers want? How do they plan to get it? And when will it be safe to go back on Facebook? I sent Alana Harkin to find out.
Heading into the convention, the Democratic Party was unified to beat Trump.
Bernie or bust!
While the Bernie or bust people were unified to beat the Democrats.
We're voting for Bernie. We're pushing Bernie.
Hell no, we're not voting for Hillary. Hell no, this is not okay. We do not want Hillary. That's why we're here protesting. We do not want her.
Do you think that Bernie still has a chance?
Absolutely. I mean, I've only ran into all of 2 Hillary Clinton supporters today. Everybody else I've seen walking around Philly has got Bernie shirts on. Now, something just doesn't add up, you know?
I also think it's where you are right now. I'm so confused, because isn't Bernie endorsing Hillary?
He has endorsed Hillary. He still has not conceded.
He said, watch out for the roll call vote today. We're going to see.
We have 1,900 delegates here. We'll see what happens tonight.
Oh.
A secret plan. So I went to watch the roll call vote to see Bernie pull off this coup once and for all.
And I move that Hillary Clinton be selected as the nominee of the Democratic Party for President of the United States.
It was a tough loss. They'd worked hard, but now they were finally ready to unite the party with yet another protest. And like any domestic dispute, what began with shouting ended with the silent treatment.
Quiet? Quiet. This is the first time everybody's been quiet. It's like going to the spa.
But these sad mimes still couldn't stop Hillary from breaking out of the phantom zone to rule us all. So now, are you Bernie or busters on board?
What could Hillary do to win your vote?
Nothing. Crawl in a hole. Yeah. Drops to hell where she belongs.
But by not voting for Hillary, you're kind of voting for Trump.
There's also Jill Stein.
In fact, a quarter of Bernie supporters are effectively siding with Trump.
And if they didn't want Trump to win, they should have let Bernie have the nomination.
But that's not how voting works. And besides, Bernie won the platform.
Do you feel that this movement has really pushed Hillary to the left?
Hillary Clinton has literally stolen, almost word for word, Bernie's platform.
Isn't that a good thing?
I mean, absolutely not. I mean, that's just a further testament of how she is willing to do and say anything to get where she wants to be in office.
Even if she's saying and doing the right things?
I mean, it doesn't matter if you're saying and doing the right things.
Just say it. You think she's a bitch.
I would sooner vote for Donald Trump than I would Hillary Clinton.
I honestly think Hillary is worse than Trump.
I think she's much more dangerous than Trump.
He might turn out to be the lesser of two evils. Trump, imagine that.
No, he's 100% the greater of two evils.
If it's going to be Trump for 4 years, brace yourself. It's going to be a ride.
And what about all the Muslims and Latinos who are going to be shipped out of the country?
I believe that's what our senators and congressmen have to put a stop to.
Do you feel extra comforted because you're white and you don't have to deal with that problem?
To tell you the truth, I'm in the bubble, yes.
So you're fine with the guy who's getting 100% of the white supremacist vote?
They're bigots, they're racists, all that, I get that. But they realize the need for the complete burning down of the corrupt political system.
You want to be on the same page as the Republicans?
At least we're on the same page with somebody.
Was this the unity they had hoped for?
Lock her up!
Where was I? What party is this?
I'm a Democrat. I am a Bernie bro.
You know, bro, it might be just about time to drop the word Bernie.
We'll be right back.